Welcome to another episode of Am I Funny or Am I Scaring People? It's the best show around. It's day 43. It's a big lift day. Big lift day, big lift day. If you're new to the series, I make a video every day. The majority of them are about me, losing 80 pounds. Why? Because being 80 pounds overweight is a goddamn waking nightmare. Everybody looks at you and they get uncomfortable, and you walk around and your knees hurt and your feet hurt, and you can't live up to your own expectations. And next thing you know, 5 years have gone by, and you in the middle of the night you can't sleep because you're too afraid of what you've become. And so that's what's really important about today's show. We're gonna do heavy squats. I'm gonna move past what I just said and pretend I didn't say it. It's a good day. The squats went well. It's a weigh-in day. The weigh-in did not go as well. The weigh-in was a little weird, and I'm beginning to get a little tired of scales and how they think that they can get the best of me. Because I'm armed, and it's like a joust. It's a joust between a bad piece of technology that was probably made in Myanmar and a big half-Irish man, okay? This is the kind of battle we're in. Let's look at the scale right out of the gate. I want you on my side on this. Welcome. If you like, comment, and subscribe for the love. I don't know how many times I have to say that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Picture my cat on the screen. Am I bribing you? Yes, I'm bribing you with my cat, but maybe you'll like to know that my cat's my best boy and I love him very much. And maybe that'll make you like, comment, subscribe. Here we have the photo of the scale. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is, to describe this as a photo of someone weighing themselves, like, this should be the peak of the week in a fitness saga. Now, my channel is not a weight loss channel, obviously, but this is a part of the fitness series, right? The Losing 80 Pounds series. This should be like the moment, the reveal. This is when, what do you guys, what's your favorite movie? You like the Avengers? This is when Thanos snaps his fingers or whatever, so everyone goes, oh my goodness, we've been building up to this. And, it's, I'm not gonna lie, this photo is particularly damning. This does not look good for me, and I apologize to everyone watching. According to this, I gained 2 kilograms in a week. Is that possible? Or 1.5 kilograms? Is that possible? No. There's a lot going on. Fluctuations, weight, the scale could be a piece of shit. There are tons of things happening right now. I felt kind of heavy this morning. You ever feel that way? Where you're like, man, my body feels heavy. I felt good, but I felt heavy. It could be that, like, because 80% of my diet right now is like protein powder, that I'm just like, you look into my stomach and it looks like I swallowed a cannonball. That's also possible. I don't know what to make of it. This happened last week. Last week I was 95.4 kilos, right? And the week before that, I was like 98 kilos, according to this scale. So the fluctuations are intense, and I got a feeling it's got a little bit of, it's a bit of both. It's me losing weight, gaining weight, and the fluctuations, and also the scale being kind of wonky. But this is what we're working with. Probably next week it'll be lower. Who knows, But overall, if we're talking about losing 80 pounds, it appears that I'm in the area of having lost, if we started at around 218, I've lost around 16 or so pounds. Now, the math I'm doing right now, I actually don't know, because I don't pay attention to how much I weigh, because my clothes fit better, and I'm getting really strong, and I'm able to move my body. So it's hard for me to worry too much about this type of thing, but I probably should put more effort into this part. As one of our newer, community members pointed out, on my last photo of the scale was the photo of the scale you couldn't see how much I weigh. This is probably the most disrespectful form of a fitness channel you could possibly participate in. But look, that's not what you're here for. All right, you're here because I have the eyes of a cult leader. You're here because if I stared into your eyes deep enough on the right night, if we were on a beach and the moon was very bright and you were probably hallucinating on ketamine, I could convince you that I was the head of an important religious faction. I think that's what is going on here. I think that's why you should watch, not because of the scale. Did I blur my toes? Yes. Why did I blur my toes? Because you got to pay for shit like that. I did this joke last week, and I'm going to do it every week from here on out. Nobody gets to see the toes for free. I need to start making money on this, folks. There's cat hair. I don't know what to tell you. I have a cat. He walks on the scale. Don't get mad at me. I have a Blu-ray collection. I used to buy Blu-rays all the time, and then I stopped. Maybe I'll buy them. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I have a huge Blu-ray collection. I'm one of these guys. So there we are. Technically, we gained weight. Is it a plateau? Is it the weight going up and down? It's a little bit of everything. And what's most important is not to worry about it. So let's get to the lift. Squats were big today. Big, stanky old squats. And when I squatted today, it was one of those, squats are heavy, and I go, every single one of them made me feel a little bit like I could die. And I like that feeling. I do enjoy that feeling. It is really, I want to say it is kind of harrowing. It is kind of frightening. Like, I am going, okay, if you fuck this up, is your spine going to explode? I mean, I've just injured myself quite a few times, but always my own fault. I always know I'm about to do it myself. I didn't feel that unstable this time. Let's get into it. Squats, 215. Next week, that means we're doing plates. We got 2 plates on there, and that's really huge for me. I only started lifting again a couple months ago after, over a year off because of a herniated disc in my back. So I really can't get too upset about this, considering, to put this in perspective, and I've said this on the channel before, around Christmas of last year, just a couple months ago, I mean, I was like struggling literally to get out of like bed some nights just because of how fat and drunk and unhappy I was and how horrible my body felt. I felt like I was, I had been poisoned, and I was literally poisoning myself every night with coffee grain Nika whiskey, one of the good whiskey brands that I like. And, so yes, I was poisoning myself, but just, let's get into the squats. Whoa, that was really fast. Look how fast I move my body. I have a lot of fast twitch muscle fibers. I'm a very quick little boy. Quick little big little boy. Sorry for the light. I know, guys, it sucks. I know. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna grow the balls to use a tripod at some point. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that one. Maybe a bit of a forward lean, but the depth was okay. Again, squeezing a little bit. I think it has to do with hip and knee break timing, as one of our members here has pointed out. My hips were breaking quite early, and that was like literally exactly correct. And of course, still I'm kind of forgetting while I'm doing it, but that is like a huge cue for me because I always drop my hips really hard in the beginning. That looked good to me. That looked good to me. Not perfectly still, but this is my heaviest I can do right now. That looked a little half-assed, right? I got low enough. I did get low enough, but that looked a little weird. I had a little forward lean on that. Maybe slow that one down. Take a look at that one. Here we go, breaking it in, getting it in tight. Big breath. That was good. That was low. Although I do think I'm still a little sloppy, aren't I? That was still low enough. I'm spending a lot of time in the hole, but I can't help it. So if you got advice for that, let me know. I feel like I'm getting stuck down there, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. That looked better. That looked okay. Here we go. Come on now. Big boy. Big lifts. Deep breaths. Trying to grind myself in, I'm trying to feel it tight on my back. Breaths. That seems solid. That seems solid. A little, I went forward on that. I leaned forward heavy on that one. And that one too. That one too. They're getting sloppy, huh? They're getting a little sloppy. They were getting a little sloppy there. This is the last set, I think. Kind of rushing, right? Feeling very heavy at the bottom, trying to blast through it because I don't want to get stuck. Come on now. Okay. I better not be cheating the depth. I'll fucking attack myself. No, those are fine. Those are deep enough. But I am going up slow. I am getting stuck a little at the bottom. And I'm grinding at my knees and thighs, when I get there. Again. Disappointed in myself. Always want these to be better. So, I mean, how is that? I feel like for the weight, for how exponentially this weight has gone up over the past couple weeks. Granted, I'm a big boy, I'm a big guy and I have lifted before. I feel like we're doing great. I feel kind of happy about it. I am nervous when I'm squatting. I'm not going to lie to you. I am starting to feel nervous when I do it. Next week, 2 plates. We're doing it. I'm not bitching out on it. We're going to do 2 plates. We're going to see how it feels. I'm going to take it slow and steady, but also, you can't at a certain weight, that weight, this is too heavy for me to actually go slow and steady. I'll just fail. So, you know, I'm going to do my best. Any critiques, welcome, for the love of God. Always accept them. The majority of them are superb. So thank you so much for those, really. It's like, you know, it's very cool. It's very helpful to me. Obviously, I'm still going to be myself and try to figure out in my own way. But, you know, certain things you guys see are like, you know, it's like shooting an arrow right into a bullseye, and I put it into effect right away, and it's like great. Great benefit of recording these things. If these videos, like, if I hadn't gotten any viewers on these, like, these would have been, it would have still been great just to have the view of me, you know, doing the lifts. I never did that before, really. I never recorded myself lifting and, like, analyzed it. So this is, like, so helpful. So bench, 3 sets of 8. I could have gone up to 10. I dropped it at 3 sets of 8 because I had failed my 3 to 10 a few weeks ago. I should go up to 10 because I blasted through these. I mean, I'm getting stronger. I blasted through these. These were a joke. Wearing my wife's headphones because when I went for a run the other day, my ear pod popped out of my ear, rolled into the street, and a car immediately ran it over like a goddamn TV show, like it was a cartoon. The reason it's, wow, Jesus Christ, I have no space. Put myself down here. Really surprising. I live in a city, but I don't live near a major road. So cars do not go by. The timing is what I'm trying to say, is the timing for a car to hit my earbud and blow it up is so small. And I just burst out laughing. What else can you do? What are the chances? Anyway, wearing my wife's headphones. Over-ear headphones, every time I wear them, I feel like I'm about to be assassinated. I can't hear a goddamn thing. One of my enemies are going to come up and, you know, take me out from behind. You won't be able to get to me otherwise. You're going to have to catch me like that with my pants down. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm thinking about life. I'm thinking, why do I look like mashed potatoes? Why did this happen to me? All right. Get in there. The first set felt weird. I feel like I haven't benched in a while. I mean, I guess it was a week ago, but I just felt weird the first set. I was like, how the fuck do you do this again? How do you bench? What's happening? I am struggling actually to figure out my arm placement. And you'll see, I think it's the second set where I literally stop benching and move my arms because I keep thinking I'm grabbing it unevenly, like almost like my left arm is going further than my right arm on the bar. I think that's just me being disabled. Me being a bit ridiculous. Notice in the background. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't talk about people. I shouldn't talk about people in the background of my videos, right? All I'm saying is it's interesting when all your boys get the same haircut. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Never mind. Cut editor, me, in 5 minutes. Cut that out. So eight reps. It was easy. I was like, why am I doing 8? I should have just jumped up to 10. Yeah, we got a really diverse profile of shots here. This isn't that bad shot-wise. I mean, it could be way worse. It could be way, way worse. Trying to roll my shoulders back a little bit. All right, Brendan. He loves the camera, this boy. He loves the camera. He can't get it. He can't resist it. Come on now. Definitely doesn't feel heavy. Just, you know, as an aside. Whatever my form is, you know, correct it as you can. But it didn't feel heavy. That's what I can tell you. You know, it did not feel heavy. Oh yeah, I'm a goddamn athlete. I'm really glad I added all these Cloverfield style handy cam shots. Here we are. We're back in the goddamn submarine now with these lights. Jesus. Come on there. We're almost, you know, past the ability for me to wear a hat, so I'm probably going to have to get a real haircut soon, which that's going to be interesting. All right. Trying to focus on keeping the elbows pinched in. Trying to feel my chest, trying to focus on the idea of it being my chest, you know, that's pushing the weight. Yeah, see there, I stop and I readjust. It's not because it's heavy, it's because I felt like my arms were uneven along the bar. It's like, maybe I have a lazy eye or something. God, I look insane. Imagine me coming up to you. Yo, can I work in with you? Yeah, I just drifted in from the street. Such just an insane way to look on a daily basis. Okay, so lat pull downs. I did lat pull downs today. I haven't done in a very long time, or really maybe once on the channel I've done these. I only was able to record one set because it was just too busy, and this machine is in a really weird place, and I only managed to get the last set on camera. I apologize for that. I shouldn't really allow that to happen, but I was kind of out of luck with this one, unless I work up the courage to get bring a tripod in, which I will. I will, guys. I will. Lat pull downs, they felt good. You tell me the form's all right. I think the form was good. The hole in the right side of my shirt is because 4 years ago when I got the shirt, I was walking home from the bar drunk and I walked into a fence. In case you were curious. Yeah, okay. It looks like I'm kind of just like, this weight is like 0 to me. It's 80 pounds. I don't know. It's not nothing. Maybe I should go up. Yeah, I guess if this is the last set and I'm just kind of toying with it this way, I should probably go up, huh? That's one thing I'm learning. I'm also like not working out as hard as I could, I think. That's like another thing. I keep watching people work out and I'm like, I'm not working out that hard at all. I don't know. I don't know. And I did my little bike cycle at the end just to get a little cardio in, get a little daily cardio in. You know how it is. I'm sedentary. I'm basically, a hermit. My goodness, what an experience, what an event. My lord, this video will be remembered for 1,000 years. If you're still here, if you're still watching, it was another successful lift day. God willing, I'm going to lose the 80 pounds. I've got a thought for anyone, for any of the real ones still watching. If you're deep into the Brendan lore, the B Mitch lore, which by the way, people have been calling me B Mitch. That was actually a nickname of mine in high school. So a lot of you are frightening me and making me think that you're people I went to high school with pretending to be people I don't know. And that made me uncomfortable. And then I just accepted that it's probably a pretty natural contraction of the name Brendan Mitchell. Unrelated. I'm thinking I may do some of my videos without the losing 80 pounds moniker. I've been saying this for a little while now. I don't know why I feel this way. I just feel it may be messing with my ability to branch out. I don't know. I'm really up in the fence. Tomorrow's video might not be called Losing 80 Pounds Day X. It might have a different name. And then my lift days, so the theory behind that would be my lift days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, presuming those are the days I'm lifting in any given week, they would always be Losing 80 Pounds Day X. Let's say today is 43 or whatever. Wednesday would be 45. Friday would be 47. So I would be skipping those days, but I'd still be making videos on those days. There'd still be a post every day, God willing. But I'd be dropping the losing 8 pounds so that way the algorithm would recognize it in a different sense than being a weight loss video. Because, of course, a lot of the vast majority of these videos have nothing to do with fitness. At least in my estimation. I don't know. Maybe I'm also just having a little bit too much fun with the idea of streaming. If you were one of the people that popped into the stream this past weekend, I do appreciate that. Streams are a little weird for me still. That was my second stream. I'm learning how to do it. It's very odd. When you are streaming I wish there was 1,000 people watching. Not for the obvious reasons that you would want that, but also because I feel it would be almost easier for me to interact and be myself with 1,000 people, because when there's just a handful of people, it's very cool because I get to know people, and I do want that. Don't get me wrong, I do want that. But it also, I get a little jittery, because it's kind of like if you've ever been invited to a party and you go to the party and instead of there being 20 people, there's 2 or 3 people on the couch, and you go, oh fuck, I gotta really get to know these people. I don't want to upset any of these people. It's just us. That's fine. I'm not saying it's a problem. It's just an interesting thing to feel. And I can only become better at that by doing it at length, by doing it more. So to the few people that have been showing up to those streams that have been consistent in the last 2, I mean, thank you, shout out, you're real ones, and we're going to keep cruising, and I hope we have a lot of fun. I am going to stream more this week. I'm going to stream Wednesday, and I'm also going to stream Friday. The streams are going to consist of, talking, bullshitting, and then, probably just playing a game. Last week we played Schedule 1. I'll probably play that again. I've been thinking about wanting to play it, like, not even on stream, so that means I'm kind of enjoying it. That's pretty rare for me. And also, I'm happy, as far as building a community goes, I'm happy if anyone has any suggestions for stream. You want me to watch something, react to something, do something? Still figuring all this out as I go. Still making all of this make sense to myself and to you. So thank you again for all of that. And I also made a Discord. Discord again, very similar to the stream in the sense that it's a room with 5 people in it, But that's for now, It's got to start this way. People don't. It's an odd way to. It's odd, but that's the way it goes. It's the Discord's bare bones. But if you want to come in and say hi, that's the best way to do it. There are already a couple people in there. There are already a couple people in there, that talk. So come into the Discord. It's in my bio or something like that. And that's it. Those are my closing thoughts. It was a good day. It's going to be a good week. I hope you have a good week. And one way or the other, I will see you tomorrow and also see you on Wednesday. Please sound off if you have any thoughts about anything I said. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Goodbye.